So everybody's out there. We're doing something a little bit different today, and well, I haven't been on YouTube in a bit, and it's been really crazy and crazy busy with work. Try to do some videos. So, um, heck, I'm cooking dinner, and we're cooking dinner. I figured, heck, we could do some talk shop, talk about trains, model trains, while I'm making dinner. So I'll be on for the next 30 minutes, and whoever wants to pop up, we can do some chatting, whatever it is you guys want to chat about, as far as model railroading and trains, the real stuff, the prototype, whatnot. So I think I'm making steak tonight. I think that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm making steak. Me and my wife were before we started another hectic work week. We have evening together, and so I'm making some kind of jasmine rice with something, and I don't know, something with steak. We'll figure something out. But I'll be back and forth here, cooking and trying to figure out what to make the dinner. So anybody here, feel free to join us and yeah, talk trains. Whatever you guys have on your mind, any topic, we'll talk and hang out, talk about it. In the meantime, I'm in my kitchen today, so that's what we'll do. You know, it's not a cooking show, but you know, I miss hanging out and just talking with folks. So it'll be great to do this for a bit and see where it goes. I'll be here for like 30 so minutes. I'll give an update as right now on what's going on with the layout. Um, right now, I'm still laying down foam. I'm working on it just a little bit at a time. The foam, adding another layer of foam on the layout, and finally took off all the track. And still working on certain things. I'm going to be doing more live um, weathering soon. Some live weathering videos. Working on a couple of videos. I went to Railfan Tulsa. Oh, when was it? I think it was Labor Day. It was Labor Day. I ran Fan Tulsa, and so I'll be working on that video. That's next. Still editing photos on the computer. It's been a minute since I've done any photography, so it's really cool to do that. And yeah, pop on the screen. Anybody want to comment here? I'm just cooking, just hanging out, and I figured I can come out here. Anybody wants to talk shop, talk trains? Let's do it. Who we got? We got. Oh my gosh, Grandpa Rails, man, brother, it's been so long, and I apologize for not like keeping up with everybody. A lot of folks know but don't know I'm a railroader officially. Like that's my career now, my lifestyle, and so I work nights, and so I'm trying to catch up on everybody's videos, all content. And I went from, up here just doing everything model railroading to now it's just when I can. That's just, it's a big life change. It's a little bit of a challenge, but I'm working on doing more with the train business. And I'm also part of a lot of different kind of social media now, along with YouTube and Instagram and all that. So it's it's definitely a life change, and so I'm still getting used to it. And part of me, I'm taking alcoholic beverage drink here. I don't want to show that on camera. Yeah, I'm a conductor for the Arkansas Missouri Railroad. I run the Fort Smith turn from Springdale, Arkansas, down to Fort Smith, Arkansas, and that's about a good 140-mile round trip for us. And so if you look up the A&M, those E&Ds, those ST70 Aces, that's the ones I run. And so if you're out in Arkansas, I'm coming through 3 o'clock in the morning. That's me. And so yeah, from doing YouTube full time, and now it's just different. Um, so yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, man. So what's been up with you, brother? Tell me what's going on. I love watching the videos of you with your grandkids and working on the layout and stuff. So yeah, tell me a little about what's going on with you, Grandpa. Hey, everybody out there, Grandpa's Rails. This guy's a cool dude, really sweet, a sweetheart of a man, big family man, and he has a really awesome collection. So yeah, take it away. Tell me what's going on with you, bud. Yeah, we're just here hanging out. I'm cooking dinner, and we're just talking trains. That's all we're doing right now. And don't pardon me, I'm walking back and forth to the kitchen, to the sink, to the refrigerator. I'm right in front of the stove right here. You see the steam coming off the rice. Pretty much in my PJs. So yeah, completely completely different from what my YouTube videos would do. We got building the youngest grandson's layout. Got track laid today. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You better be, what's the word? Documenting it. Pictures and videos and all that. It's memories, man. That's awesome. I'm still waiting to get my track done. I'm getting too distracted. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna make, but I'm gonna figure out something that goes with food. Food with food. Let's see here. Guess mushrooms will work. It's been a minute since I've done any YouTube videos. Like I said, I got the Tulsa trip that I'm working on. Foam is being laid on the layout. What else we doing? Foam being laid. Finished the project for JC's Rip Track. That the Down and Dirty Weathering contest that was done a few weeks ago, beginning of September. So, oh wait a minute, I got more messages here. Where are they? No. There we go. What am I cooking? Man, I thawed out some steaks for the wife and I, and right now I got jasmine rice cooking, and I don't know what else to make. I'm figuring something else, probably mushrooms, and I have onions. I could do that, and maybe some special thing with the rice. I can't believe I'm getting more views now and likes now doing this than I've done trying to work on the layout live. It's great. I may do this more often. But you can see my naturalness instead of like I'm not really too scripted when I do my videos, as you can tell. But this is more natural me and hanging out, and I'm working on that. You know, I've been looking at I think it's RP's trains. He's O-scaler. Man, he's got incredible. He does incredible. What do you call it? Videos, and he has his excitement is awesome because he tracks the youngest crowd and the oldest through the oldest crowd, and his videos are great. I support him as well. Anybody here that's watching, you know we got 3 viewers here. Grandpa's Rails right here. This guy's the man. Anybody's here, come up on the chat, hang out with me. I got about 30 so minutes. I'm just cooking dinner, just hanging out. And so figured here we could just sit and talk trains. Some news, if anybody out there, the Frisco Historical Society. You're welcome, Grandpa. Absolutely, brother. The Frisco Historical Society is going to be refurbishing and powering up the Frisco steam engine that is in Fort Smith. And they're going to be renovating 2 of the passenger cars. I don't know if it's going to run on the Arkansas Missouri Railroad or they're going to be running it somewhere else. But a lot of guys out in Little Rock, throughout the Northwest Arkansas region, they're getting together and they're rebuilding the Frisco steam engine. So I can't wait for that. And also in Trains Magazine, everybody heard of the Pennsylvania Railroad. I forget what steamer they're rebuilding, but that's going to be cool. Hold on a second. I'm trying not to show that I'm drinking alcohol. And yeah, I really can't wait for that. For those steam engines to come up. There's a few others that are coming out too. There's also news with my railroad that I can't say anything until next year. So we'll worry about that later on. Trying to think of what's going on out here. There is a train show coming out in the Northwest region. I forget. I think in February. No, they already had it already. Yeah, Grandpa, that'd be awesome. I'm not look into the Frisco Historical Society again. I think it's still on paper. I don't know if they've officially been doing anything with it yet, but that's what I've been told. That's what's happening, and everybody is excited. So it'll be really, really cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have another video that's coming out. I might have purchased my first scale trains motor, so I'm excited about that. And I really want to run it, but I have to redo all the track work. And I figured if I'm going to do the track work, I might as well put new foam down on the layout. And I added an 1 inch foam, so that way, actually, I'll show you guys really quickly. I'm going to be moving here. I got some stuff thawing, so we're good. A little dark. I'll give you a sneak peek. I've been working on some videos here and there. Oh, so let me see if we turn the camera around. So I got the 1 inch foam up here, and oh man, it's so much better already. And it'll be scenic and all that. I'm not worried about the way it looks here. This is just, originally I was going to make this the road bed, but I'm just going to go and buy brand new cork road bed a little at a time and really concentrate on my track work. I mean, my goodness, you can see how much of a mess everything is right now. And I don't like it. I have a little OCD, and so I don't even want to be in here, but at the same time I need to keep going. That way I can feel comfortable being in here. But you can see here's the new foam on top, and only certain spots where the track is going to be, that's where I'm going to have the foam. And it'll be good for just elevation and for height, different height differences, for the scenery. So that's that here. And see, I stopped here. I ran out of foam. And so we're going to continue around this way. Started taking all the track off. That's absolute fact. You won't able to find a damn thing if you start cleaning up. And that's the fact. That's absolute truth. And actually, it's crazy because my wife always tells me, if you straighten up, straighten up, straighten up, I'm not going to find anything. And lo and behold, I can't find a darn thing anywhere. Here, this is new. That's a backdrop that I recently painted. Again, I'm going to be having updates on all this stuff. It's just been so hectic with work. I even have an extension over here that I got to finish building for the switching layout. And that's another video that I have to do. Don't mind my medications. Let's see. This is kind of dark. Here's another section of the layout that I have not yet been, I haven't worked on just yet. But we'll go back to cooking in a minute. Here is the organized mess. Man, organized chaos, in my opinion. Here is going to be the northwest, or the Pacific Northwest section of the layout. This is brand new. I recently painted this backdrop a few weeks ago. It's powered up, but again, I'll be redoing the track work. So it's just the track is just there. The trees are just there temporarily, but this whole scene is something you'll see. Like if you walk in, I'm about by the door, so you have the chairs here, and you walk in, and I mean, there's the whole layout and the whole studio section. And so right here will be the portion of the layout you will see from the living room. I'm standing in the doorway from the living room. This is an outdoor room, and so and here you'll be able to see the layout too. Throughout, folks could just stand here and see the whole layout in one shot if they really wanted to, or go underneath. So that's the way I have it designed, and it's gonna be, it's gonna be. I want to look like museum quality, and so I'd rather take my time and do it. You can see here's the bottom layout. That somehow I can't get the bottom layout to run. I may have to redo the. I don't know if I'm going to redo the track work, or I need to redo, not the track work, but at least the wiring for sure. Again, more organized chaos. Yeah, exactly. No need to rush. Absolutely. There's a gentleman, and my wife reminds me about this all the time. There's a gentleman out there who has a beautiful old scale Pennsylvania Railroad layout, and because of his job and his family life, he only has 30 minutes a day to work on it. That's all he gets, and he works 30 minutes a day. And I'm like, how can you work on something 30 minutes a day and get anything accomplished? Well, I do the same thing now, like 20, 30 minutes. But after like a month, you can see the progress. So once it's all cleaned up here, my whole research section is right here. Magazines, DVDs, all the train down here, more DVDs, trains. And so, yeah, it's a little bit of time. We're going to be here for a bit. We're not going anywhere. And if we do, so build something bigger and better, or at least different, and learn from it, and so, yeah. Let's see, this is gonna be off now. Steak's almost done. Ooh, yeah, almost there. I don't want them to be too rubbery. Oh, I lost the. Where is it? Right, right. I'm like, well, when I was single, it was so much easier to work on stuff. I could spend hours a day. But 30 minutes, you'll be shocked how much, if you really are productive, you could do anything in 30 minutes. I mean, and get a lot of stuff accomplished in 30 minutes for sure. And yeah, that's for sure. And I look forward to it. So the the idea of the layout, and well, this is the thing. We last year, this past February, um, we had a lot of debts in the family in the wintertime. And all I had at the time was just the switching layout. And so my mother-in-law passed away in February, and so we have her mother-in-law suite is right next to our house here, and so my wife really basically took over that home. That's our homestead home. We stay there sometimes. Sometimes we stay here. So it's they're all home, but there's two separate buildings pretty much. Like she's there right now working on her social media and her project, and I'm here cooking dinner. Well, I'll bring it over to there. Um, but we had a lot of furniture that was old that we got rid of, and we're building both homes to where we could both live in them. It's because we live in the Ozark Mountains, and the homestead house is good to hunker down when it gets really, really cold. There's a good stove over there, and it's insulated better than this house right now. And plus, we need to keep both homes occupied. And so, some nights we'll hang out there, some nights we hang out here. But anyway, I'm going off tangent. The back room, my mother-in-law told my wife, said that man needs to have that back room, or at least something. And so we had a lot of old furniture that we get rid of, a lot of wood that we can't use outside. I was like, well, I'm going to build a second layout. And I didn't really have permission. I just did it. And so that's the layout you see there, second level. It's basically going to be two loops. Um, Hold on, give me a second here. Let me cut this up here. I'll get back to it. Talking about the layout. And if I can open this up. Man, there we go. And this right here, this is grass-fed beef right here, right from the farm. Not my farm, but local farms. We try not to do anything processed around here. My wife was like, where the heck is this guy? He's supposed to be hanging out with me. He knows I'm cooking. Okay, back to the train layout. I wanted to have a layout that has just loops. Um, Sorry for your loss, brother. Yeah, man, losing a parent. I haven't lost my parents yet, but um, my mother-in-law was like my best friend. My grandma, my sister. She was everything to me too. So it was, and I lost my grandmother this past February as well. Like we lost my mother-in-law, my grandmother. Um, a puppy got ran over the week after my grandmother died. Um, my aunt and my uncle both were real older, but they both died from COVID. So we lost like five family members in a month and a half, and so it was a tough time for us. And we're still putting one foot in front of the other. And but the section that section of the room, I figured, well, if I have just a switching layout, I have a lot of neat stuff. Um, um, yeah, it was it was hard. We my combined my wife and I combined, we lost eight family members slash friends. I know 10 family members slash friends since February. Um, that's just life, you know. But the thing that came from that is, we had the other house, And so that became the homestead house along the farming house, and we stayed there too. And my drum set is there. My wife's office is there. So when she's working on her stuff, I come here and I have this room here to work on the trains. And sometimes she'll be like sitting on the couch, hanging, watching TV, and I'm in the room working on my stuff. So we're together hanging out, but have to be right next to each other to do it. And the layout, I wanted to have something where it was just plain loops, 2 loops, just to run my collection, and just really, really beautiful scenery. And I wanted to incorporate all 4 seasons, have country and city and mountain scenes, and yet double main line, just simple loops, and so the only switch I have really right now is into the Pacific Northwest, and that's just a diorama to show the what do you call it, the Pacific Northwest, and show a train going back and forth. I love logging railroading. I love it. It is so hard and so expensive to purchase. So I figured, well, I always wanted a Shay or Climax, so a Climax locomotive. And so what I'll do is purchase one of those, and then what do you call it? I'll have a little section just showing a log train going back and forth. And now, now I have 2 tracks that go into the in the inside loop, and let's see, I'm gonna have a engine facility now. I'm like, well, if I'm gonna display stuff, I might as well have it on the layout. And so I have 2 tracks that will house passenger trains, because I love I love freight my whole life, and I always worked but I always worked passenger service. This is the first railroad that I actually work in freight. And my previous railroad that I worked for is the Adirondack Scenic Railroad, and I was the trainman on there. And I passenger, and anybody here is out there, pop up on the screen, come hang out. I'm just cooking, talking about trains and a little bit of life, just hanging out. Grandpa Rails is here. Support Grandpa Rails. He's a good guy. He has a nice collection. Really, really cool dude. We're I would say I always collected freight my whole life, and I never really liked passenger until I started working passenger service. So I was a ticket agent, station master, tour guide. Let's see, conductor, show conductor. Trying to think what else. I've done videography, photography for a lot of passenger excursion runs and scenic railroads. So I'm starting to really fall in love with passenger trains. But it's very expensive to collect passenger, because passenger cars are like what, $40-$60 a piece. I mean, brand new. And you talk about the nice stuff, like Rapido stuff is out of this world, beautiful, beautiful models, and even Walthers and all those. I mean, but the high end. And if I'm going to collect passenger, I'm going to collect the high end stuff, because I want that stuff shelved and encased. And my goal, and it's just not within the next few months. This will be like a year's goal. Just my goal is to represent this layout to be a display for the business, the collection, and I want to promote the business, expose, give some exposures to other manufacturers, do reviews, and what do you call it? And just good content for YouTube and for Instagram. I love to do reviews. I love history, and each passenger set represents something in history. I want to build up the Santa Fe Super Chief, the Empire Builder, the Great Northern Empire Builder. I want to have a Wabash Cannonball, the Conrail Executive Train. What else? There's a few others I have on my radar that I want to pursue. Oh, the 21st Century Limited, the Broadway Limited, the City of New Orleans, Amtrak's Empire Service, which I took to work up in upstate New York when I lived in New York City. An Amtrak Bombardier set, the Acela, Amtrak Toaster or Acela train set to represent the Northeast Corridor, and that's what the layout's going to be. The top layout's just going to be displays and just enjoying the hobby. Meanwhile, the bottom layout, that is the Bell Community Branch, and that is going to be a switching layout, so I can show switching operations. Now I do run mainline freights, but I still have to build my train in the yard, you know. But I worked on a local job for the first few months when I was hired, and oh man, I learned a lot of switching. So you guys have any questions on operations or how things are switched, let me know. Um, I'm probably not supposed to, but I even saved a lot of the switch lists when I worked, so I can have an example to everybody and show you um, how to go about switching freight cars. I have a few industries on that layout as well, so there'll be a lot of video content for the switching layout too. Um, I can't believe how many views and likes I'm getting here, and I'm just sitting here cooking and talking about trains. This is awesome. Really appreciate everybody who's hanging out. And I got I got like 3 views on here. I got 3 views of people watching. Why don't you comment? Come up and just chat for a few minutes. We're just hanging out here talking trains. Look, I'm putting everybody on. I got pepper in my hand, so don't make me throw it on the screen. Make everybody sneeze. Just come on, hang out here. I don't bite. 2 people left after I said that. Okay, you said your grandpa. You said William, your grandson has an Amtrak set. Let me see. I missed it. I saw it, but that's Amtrak collector working on UP passenger. Yeah, you know, I want to work on a passenger set as well. UP. If I'm going to do a UP, it has to be a steam engine. I don't want to do diesel. Although, oh man, the UP Streamline EH are gorgeous. Also want to collect the Class J 611, a nice Norfolk Western passenger set as well. Hey Conrail, yes, I have done O-scale, O-gauge weathering. I actually started with O-scale. Well, okay, let me go back. I started with HO since I was 5. It wasn't until I was 16 years old I started O-scale, and that's when I learned how to weather. And I've been weathering O-scale before starting HO or other scales. But yes, I do. To answer your question, I weather O-scale, HO, N-scale, Z-scale. I even had calls for G-scale, and they're waiting to get back to me they're going to get back to me by the winter time. But yeah, I do weather O-scale. Do you need something? Do you need something to be weathered? Oh, also, guys, since we're on here, now we know Touch of the Brush with my business. We've done custom weathering, painting, adding details, patchwork, and we do all scales, all kind of models, structures, buildings, people, figures, and model trains, of course. Vehicles, everything you think of. We weather and do all that kind of work. You know, if you want a service done, we can definitely do that. But due to my job right now, I'm downsizing the business services to just weathering and patchwork, and only because I have some clients here that I've been delaying or maybe procrastinating too, but because of my work schedule, it's hard to do all of that. And so I know the few things I can do, which won't take as much time, but obviously, I could, take my time doing, but, it won't take as much time, and then I could definitely just do the weathering. So, All right. So, unfortunately, Lionel was forced to cancel the graffiti unit because Union Pacific. Man, UP. I'm not gonna get into Union Pacific, but yeah, they're troublemakers, man. Wrong one. Wrong. Yeah. Do you need graffiti done? Because we do graffiti as well. Now, I'm not a master at it, but definitely I can help out and see what I can do. I am cooking steak and rice, and I'm trying to figure out something else to make with dinner. My wife is at the other house. She's working on her social media in her office, so I'm over here cooking and hanging out with my toots or foamers here. Oh, we get crap at work for being rail fans. But it's funny because a lot of us conductors and some engineers are rail fans, and we give each other a hard time. But at the same time, they're understanding how much we bond together, work together, and so I think the old heads are starting to get it, and they're appreciating it more. You know, I know a lot of folks do coffee in trains. I may do cooking in trains. I think that's a cool idea. I may do this more often. Um, I'm also on Bigo. Bigo is another app where you actually get paid to do this kind of stuff. So on Bigo, I'll probably be like one of the first model railroaders to do it. Mostly doing drumming videos on there, but anybody that's on Bigo as well, I'll be on there. You can find me on Bigo, and I'll be doing weathering videos live on there, and still trying to do stuff here. Um, you in quarantine? Whoa, what do you mean you're quarantined? Well, I hope you get better, and I hope whoever is not feeling well that they get better. We don't want anybody in quarantine. Not good. For that. And let's see. And yes, everybody wants to know with the business we do use caution, and I wipe down everything. I wipe down the boxes and the boxes I work with, the tools I work with. So just in case of anything, we do we are safe at my workbench is safe, you know, and though it looks like a mess, but before I put stuff in the box, I clean my hands, I clean the box, and I clean whatever the model is. If it's in the box, I clean that as well. I mean, some people are really really picky, and so I want to make sure you know we don't have any issues. Um, yeah. Also, Touch of the Brush Model Weathering is now in partnership with the National Model Railroad Association. We are with the partnership program. So anybody out there right now that's watching, you're part of NMRA, you get 10% off with my services. Come on. Come on, you can't beat that. Like off the total price, by the way, total price. So if you're a massive model railroader or you're part of NMRA, hit me up. Get you 10% off the overall price of services. And remember, if you watch Ken Patterson's "What's Neat This Week," he had on his podcast. What's his Christine? Christine, her last name begins with a Z. Forgive me, Christine, if you're there, or Christina. She's the NMRA. Her and I had a great, awesome conversation, and she hooked me up with the NMRA. So I'm really, really, really happy about that. All right, I gotta empty out this stuff. There we go. See what else we got there. Man. Yeah, I mean, my wife and I, we apparently we had COVID. We were tested, and it was negative, but it was apparently a false negative test, and we had to be quarantined for almost 2 weeks with no pay. And oh gosh, that was torture. Torture just sitting at home. I mean, I got a lot of stuff done at home, but at the same time, I'd rather be at work. It turns out we were tested negative, but they wanted us to stay home because of the false negative. It was really, really, really weird. And my previous employer tried to fire me because they think I wasn't being honest. I was like, well, that's just the way it is. That's what they told me. Anyway, not to go on that garbage. We don't want to do that. We're talking here about trains. Yeah, it was horrible. Let's see here. How's the 2021 catalogs? How are they? I heard some good stuff about them. Anybody else here who's watching? I got five. Okay, I got 5 people watching, and only 2 people are commenting. Come on, oh, and I got 4. See how I just I scare people away here. But yeah, 5 people, 3 people watching. I mean, let's all chat a little bit here. More family. I'm just here cooking, talking trains, talking shop. And I'm cutting onions right now, so you gotta forgive me if I'm not in the camera at the moment. Here we go. Man, that Lionel Sella, I would love. I mean, I have no room for O-scale anymore. Plus, it's so darn expensive. But I would love to get back into certain O-scale pieces. And yeah, the Acela is a beautiful, beautiful set. I hope you can grab it because I'm excited to see what you got. And anybody else is on here, man? I've been just so busy with work, but I'm trying to catch up on videos, and I'm really try my best to make an effort to get back into doing YouTube and all that stuff again. Hey, Ron. What's going on, brother? Glad you could join us, hanging out here, cooking and talking trains. Anybody get the Railfan Railroad magazine? It's the ALPCO annual issue. And by here, this is my weekend off of work. The railroad hasn't called me to work, and nor I desire to go to work until tomorrow evening. We gotta get the time now to cook, hang out with the wife a bit, and probably work on the layout, or maybe do a live weathering video. I like doing this stuff. That's the thing. I'm also part with the Model Railroading live crew. I haven't seen them in months just because I've been so busy with my job, my night job. Here. They have no way. They have a UP and a Milwaukee. Wow, that's cool. A UP and a Milwaukee Road Acela. Huh. Interesting. Never would have guessed they would make something like that. But then again, it's Lionel. They're all about the futuristic, the freelance, they really know how to market all around. And I love Lionel for that because they always have that whimsical, the whimsical models, and they hold to that still. I like that about them. Honestly, I would, if I had the space, I love HO, but I would collect pre-war standard gauge. And I know Lionel, I don't know if Lionel's doing it anymore, but I know MTH had a thing with Lionel doing their sets. One of these days I might have a single track all around the ceiling of just standard gauge. Love standard gauge. Let's see, we got, oh, and we had Ron was on here for like a minute. What the heck, man? Just rolling by, huh? Oh, they canceled. Oh, okay. Hey, but those speeders look really, really cool. Also, let's see. Is it what I forgot I was gonna say? I like the goats that they came out with. Actually, seeing the goats in action. I may buy myself a goat one of these days. Oh, that's what I'm gonna say. The Lionel came out with those little 060 switchers for $250. Man, I so want to get one. I so want to get one. All right, we got two people still viewing here. I got Conrail 8098 on here. Who's the other? Oh, we're back to one person now. See, every time I mention, I call somebody out for not hanging. They're hanging out just viewing, but not commenting. They leave. It's efficient orders, right? Man, I hate that. Really. UP's been delayed with us here and there. We had a bunch of freight that just came in Van Buren, and I mean, we're only one train that could take the freight out to come north. And so, the Arkansas Missouri Railroad, we interchange with the KCS, the UP, and the BNSF. So we'll take freight from the KCS and UP down to Van Buren, go north and to Springdale, and whatever we need for our industries, we split them out for the local jobs. Anything that has to go north goes to Monette, Missouri on the BNSF. So we're we're pretty busy, but UP has been delayed big time, and they have an extra board right now with a lot of new guys. So they're trying their best to get stuff done. But we have over 100 freight cars in that yard that needs to go north, and a lot of it needs to go to BNSF. Yeah, Ron, man, I'm glad you're still chilling with us. Working on the layout. He's working on the layout and listening. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Well, not interrupt your working. How's your progress coming on your layout? Mine's going slow, but yet it's making some progress for me. So we have a homestead. Here are some fresh cayenne peppers, and I think there's a habanero or ghost peppers. I have no idea what these are, but I burned my mouth on them. So just letting you know, I'm about to cook with these. We can see how it comes out here. I have no idea. All right, I'm gonna take a piece. I'm gonna eat it. Woo! That's hot. Holy smokes! What the heck did I just? Man! Whew, I need a drink. Hold on. Give me a second, folks. Man! I don't know. That was ever habanero. Whew. We basically cook with this stuff. We don't really eat it, but man, damn, that was hot. Man. I like doing this because everybody sees more of the real me here than just. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna wash my hands right now. Good, yeah, Grandpa. Good catch on that. I did that a couple of weeks ago. We have a bunch of peppers growing in the yard, and so I'm just pulling them, and I start just eating them. I go, wow, like it just, oh man, it was bad. My wife is laughing. She's like, you know those hot peppers, right? I'm like, no, there's nothing on them. I don't know what it is. I just started harvesting them. Daredevil. Yeah, right. uh, but yeah. Whew. Whew. Getting ready for scenery on the hillside. Sweet, man. That's awesome. I love scenery work. Hey, I'm going to be doing a lot more scenery videos coming very soon once I get this track work done. A lot of folks who are here, Grandpa knows I'm a big scenery guy. Yes, I have the weathering and all that and with the business, but my number one passion has always been scenery work. I participated in the NMRA X Gateway Clinics. I've done a 2-part series of scenery, simple scenery, and carving rocks from foam for the NMRA. So you can check out, I think I have a playlist on my YouTube channel, but also on the Gateway you can find me. I think it was this, let's see, it was last year. So I think it's last summer when we did those clinics. But I like doing YouTube scenery videos. Scenery is my ultimate favorite. I love it. So man, I can't wait to see your progress. And I'm starting to catch up on videos, starting to comment. Sometimes I don't have time to comment. I'll just put a like because I know those likes matter too, than even just a comment. Let's see here. We're gonna see how this rice came out. This rice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Another guy. I wish he was on here. Oh man, I would like to interview him, or at least join his channel when he does his chats. Is Go Via Go Home. He is such a cool dude. I'm on Instagram, and we met on Instagram, and so we've been chatting back and forth on YouTube now. So, which is really cool. He's another guy to look into. Anybody here follow, like their videos here, and subscribe to everybody who's out here to each other. We're all family here. Anybody knows me knows I'm a big family type of guy. So everybody, comment. Wow, two month wait. Holy smokes! All right, come. Drink Daredevil. Grandpa, who's Chris? Is Chris Conroe 898? So what railroad do I work for? I work for the Arkansas and Missouri Railroad. The Alco Railroad. We have a bunch of C420s and RS-32s. C424s that are in the boneyard right now. Go via Chris. Yeah, Chris is a cool guy, man. Yeah. Oh, Austin. Okay, your name is Austin. That's right. I remember a while ago you told me that. It's been a long time. Or maybe not, I just don't remember. I'm horrible with names. Anybody can tell you that. Yeah, I work for the Arkansas Missouri Railroad. I am a freight conductor. What do you call it? Well, I don't have a picture yet. Actually, hold up, guys. Give me a second. So you want to see this is the Arkansas Missouri Railroad. And this night shot, this is taken in Winslow, Arkansas. This is the train I run. So yes, these are my babies. I'm the conductor for them. I'm in charge of them, besides my engineer. But yeah, these are the guys I run. Sometimes I run BNSF engines. We have grain trains that come from the Monette, Missouri, out of Tulsa or Springfield. And so most of the time I could be in a Dash 9 or an Ace. I actually been in the Tier 4 Gevo a couple of times, and a Faramex Ace, which was pretty cool actually. I got to run a Faramex engine. So yeah, that's my job. My job is basically to get yelled at by the superintendent. I think that's every railroad job. You just get yelled at. That, and I need something else. Oh yeah. That's what I need. A little bit of this. So anybody here, if they were going to be a railroader, what railroad would they want to work for? It could be modern, or it could be a fallen flag. Yes. EMDS 1201. I forgot what number that is. I think it's 7071 is that demonstrator. Rumor has it we're maybe getting another one. We'll see what happens. And I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We really need another motor because, I mean, they grease the rails once a week, and if we have over 8,000 tons, over 6,000 tons, we have to use a distributed power unit in the middle of the train. And I would say we're going to be down to Shabergs, which is about 5-6 miles south of the grade, and we'll have to double the train. So I'll have to cut the train basically in half, go up the mountain, and come back with light motor down, pick up the rest of the train, and double the train up, and then head to Springdale. So it's some nights can be really long, and to have eventually, if we can, hopefully it'd be nice to get another motor so we can have 4 motors instead of 3. That way, maybe we'll have to double the mountain anymore. Another thing, let's see, our trains, I mean, some days I could have 30 cars, some days I have 120. So it just depends on what we're bringing back from the UP or what needs to go south to KCS. KCS sometimes, they'll need like 30, 40 cars of ours. And it's busy. Let's see. Our grade from Van Buren to Winslow, milepost 410 all the way up to 374. It's a 2.26 grade. And so there he is. Yeah, it's gone, brother. Go home is in the house. Yeah, we're just talking shop. I'm cooking and talking shop. Have I tried National Railway equipment? No, I have not. Not yet. Okay, so Grandpa said if he's going to work for a railroad, it'll be Chessie. Mine will be Conrail. I grew up with Conrail. I would love to work for Conrail. And I'm talking, if you go further than that, probably the Pennsylvania Railroad or the New York Central for me. Govia, we were just talking about you, man, about your channel, your progress and your layouts. It's going incredibly. What am I cooking? I got steaks that needed. Do I need to be? Let's see it down here. I got steaks here. Making rice, and I have some veggies here on the side. So I'm just cooking and talking trains. Segovia has an amazing passenger collection, and man, those are so expensive, but man, they're so beautiful. All the Rapido stuff that came out. Yeah, you try, man. You do some really, really great work. You really do. I've been trying to get back on Instagram to post more. Um, now Govia knows this. I once a month I like to feature at least 6 people each month on Instagram because they follow me and I want to give love back. So I'll feature 6 folks on Instagram. One day of the week, one day of rest. It's what's in the Bible. So that's what I go by. And I actually featured Govia I think a couple months ago. Um, I can't remember how long ago it was. I need to make another vegetable because there's not enough here. And forgive me, I'm about to have my alcoholic beverage. Yeah. Hey, we're running the fall excursions for the next few months on the Arkansas Missouri Railroad. So if anybody's out there want to take a train trip, we're booking up really fast. So come out to Northwest Arkansas, take a train ride. Oh man, the Go Transit stuff. No, no, don't get me tempted. We were just talking about that. The top layout that I'm working on is it's going to be basically a display layout with 2 loops, and I want to start creating video content that reviews the models as well as talk about the history of the different train sets that I want to collect. So I would love to have something. Let's say I wanted to have the whole Santa Fe Super Chief, talk about the history of the Super Chief, have it run the layout, talk about the models and how I built the train up, stuff like that. So I really want to get back into passion collecting. So, all right, man. See you later, brother. Thanks for hanging out. We'll do another one of these once I get some time down. Time down. Yeah, those sound the guys. Rapido makes some incredible equipment, and I would love to actually model the. I forgot what the Canadian. You probably know this, Govia. The CP steam engine and the train set. I forgot the name of the actual train itself. 12 cars and priority. 3 F-59. Oh, see you, Austin. They look really. Man, I'm sure they do. um, I want. Oh, that's the other thing. I want to build a Conroe coal train, and Scale Trains has an incredible. What do you call it? The incredible pricing on those bath gons. I want to buy them. Royal Hudson, thank you. Yes, the Royal Hudson. I want to have one of those trains. My goal is to have at least 10 passenger sets that I could display on the display shelf, run on the layout, and build up because I love passenger trains. I really do. I didn't think I did, but I'm starting to fall in love with them. So I want to do the 21st Century Limited, the Broadway Limited, Super Chief, City of New Orleans, the Conroe Executive Train, um, the Royal Hudson. I want to do a Canadian passenger set. The Orient Express. I want to go European for one set for European. Maybe I think I said Empire Builder. Amtrak Empire Service, and something for the Northeast Corridor. Maybe the Keystone. I have the cab car with the Amfleet coaches with the toaster motor. Not the ACS 64s. I like them, but something like that. It'd just be really nice. I would love to collect some passenger sets. I have a lot of freight. My gosh, I have a lot of freight. But I love passenger trains. And actually, in the railroad I work for, even though I'm a freight conductor, I was a show conductor for the excursions at one time. Yeah, yeah, the MBTAs are awesome. Subway sets too. Even the subway sets, they're expensive, but I love those. MBTAs are really nice. The Alaskan too. Alaska train set. I always wanted to do an Alaska train set. Uh, Canadian National has a nice one too. Gosh, I'd love to do I'd love to get a Canadian National steamer. They have some beautiful, beautiful colors. The green, the dark green with the black stripe, yellow lettering and stuff. Oh, they're beautiful. If I was Man, there's a few. There are definitely a few. I would say definitely a few prototype divisions or subdivisions or main lines I would love to model. One of them is definitely the Canadian National. But I'll do the '90s when you had all the different variety of locomotives. Hey, so you know Govia, you probably know this already, and anybody out there who are rail fans, Canadian National has increased in traffic, so they brought out from retirement the CAL units. So anybody out there, rail fans of CN, they're bringing back the old school power because they're right now they have a shortage of locomotives. So definitely go out there and rail fan, see if they're out there. Oh yeah, the rail runners, man, those are really nice too. The rail runners are really nice. What was the other one I was looking into? Oh, the Pioneer Zephyr. That's another train, passenger train, one of the model. Um, there's just so many, and can and I would if I was gonna model Canadian, I would definitely do Canadian National or but like old Canadian National. Um, I don't know. I just like the steam engines. They're. I mean CP too. CP is really nice. I'll probably do both. I can't just do one, and but I'll do like the 40s and 50s because they had some really nice steam engines back in the day. The new Charger locos. I didn't look into them yet. I can I have I don't I can't say anything at the moment. I don't haven't really noticed them. SC44. Um, no, just yet. The let's see. I'm sure they're nice, but I haven't looked into them just yet. But I plan on to eventually. Um, I gotta get back into the loop of this stuff. It's been so long for me. I work so many hours that I forget I forget how to live life too. Okay, there's something else I wanted to do. Oh yeah. Um, let's see. So, oh, they are. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Those Chargers. Okay. I don't like them too much. Okay, I know you talk about the like the Amtrak Chargers. I hate them. I mean, okay, they do. They can look pretty cool. Um, even the Bachmann models are beautiful, but yeah, I don't like them. Again, like, and it's it's hard because I grew up with all the Jeeps and um, the P40s and stuff like that. I mean it's hard to see that change. I think it's Bombardier that makes them, if I'm not mistaken. But um, they look really nice. But man, if it's practical to run and they're safe to run, then yeah, go for it. You know, I personally don't like them. Too modern, man. Exactly. All right, Grandpa. Good seeing you, brother. Have fun with the grandkids. Thanks for hanging out with us. It was really cool to see you again. Yeah, uh the what do you call it? They're too modern, futuristic looking. I don't know. Then again, they said that about the Genesis motors, and they say that about the SD40-2 at the time. So whatever the industry needs to do to make it more efficient and safe, I'm all about it. Oh, and as rumors have the Union Pacific, they're trying to test something where you put it in notch 8, the train drives itself in cruise control, and the engineer practically doesn't have to do anything. They're trying to get rid of the conductor, but I don't see that happening because I don't think I don't think the board of engineers will go for it. Not the board of engineers, the Brotherhood of Engineers. I don't think they're gonna go for it, and I don't think the FRA is gonna do it. I think that would really be stupid. Let's put it this way: if a train breaks in half a mile away, or a mile away because these trains are so long, who's gonna help? Who's gonna walk down? Or, unless you have remote control, like a remote or something like that. I don't see that happening. I doubt it. Hopefully it doesn't go for that. But the reason why I say that is most of the passenger trains I ran by just one man crews. Um, I actually thought about working for Amtrak years ago, and seeing the country, um, just working on all different kind of Amtrak trains. The train I would really wanted to work was, I guess, the Lake Shore or the Empire service up to Montreal, so I can actually be in this country and in Canada too. So that would have been cool to do. Oh man. Let's see what I got. I got 105. I got 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna get going because I have dinner here pretty much done, except for one more thing. Just gonna make the plates. Hopefully next live videos I can do. I mean, I enjoy doing this. This is a lot of fun. But I like to hopefully do a live layout build. And Chris, I like your live chat videos. The live chat show you do. I forget what mornings. I think on Sunday mornings you do it. I gotta catch them sometime and just hang out because they are fun. And your live build shows. That's it. You do your layout building, or he does. You do the structure building. Anybody here who hasn't subscribed to these folks like Grandpa Rails and Go Via Go Home, subscribe to them, please. They have a great channel and great layouts. Good people. They're just good people. All I have on here are good people. Sunday brunch kit build. That's it. I don't know. I'm trying to remember the name of stuff. I'm horrible with names. This is why it's hard for me to promote because I can never remember stuff. Yeah, I agree. That's why I decided to do the live builds for like YouTube Live, or my wife and I are part of Bigo, the Bigo app, and so I try. The way I get stuff done is if I go on YouTube or making videos and some kind of content. Always forget it. I won't have any. I won't. I won't get anything accomplished. Let's see, we got that. That's done. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that show on your Sundays. Yeah, you great. I don't. Now maybe it's because I don't have the patience for it, or just don't have the time, but need to make the time for it. To me, it's just an excuse. But you do incredible work with scratch building and kit building. I really gotta get into that again. I haven't done it in a long, long time. Give it to me to paint, to weather, absolutely. To actually build it, ugh. But I'm starting to build some structures and some kits, and that would help for sure. Ooh. Goes there. This goes here. And pretty much dinner is done. And I have a half a minute left. So folks, I appreciate everybody come hanging out. I may go live again and do some train work later. Yeah. Layout building or something later. Not sure just yet, but appreciate everybody hanging out with me while I cook dinner and we talk trains. This is Joe G with Touch of the Brush Model Weathering. You guys have a great rest of your weekend and a very safe week. Yeah, you grew up with Legos. See, yeah, man, I grew up with Legos, but I guess I've just been afraid for a long time just to build stuff and it not coming out right. But I would definitely get back into it. I'll start watching your the reruns of your kit building video live builds. And man, it does give inspiration. Anybody on here, everybody is inspiration for me. Otherwise, forget it. I won't be doing this at all. So, you guys take care and have a great rest of your weekend. And everybody be blessed. All right. I will talk to you guys very, very soon with some more videos and some more live stuff coming up very, very soon.